Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share a story with you, but before I do that, check out my awesome Mass Effect cup. Any gamers in the house, let me know. So I want to kind of share a story, and it relates to something what I refer to as the shiny object syndrome. So this is a story. So we're gonna have a little bit example. Let's say the person in my story is called Sally, because Harry Met Sally is one of my favorite movies of all time. So let's say Sally on a Friday night gets a call from a friend, Megan, right? No, let's go with Megan. So Sally gets a call from Megan, and Megan says, "Oh my gosh, I have just discovered the latest, greatest thing that's going to help you lose weight." So Sally is interested, and she orders this book, and it comes over the weekend, and it's called the Super Miracle Magic Bullet Diet. Pretty epic sounding book, right? I think I probably should copyright that actually. So she reads the book over the weekend, and she's so excited, right guys? She's very excited, and she posts on Facebook, starting on Monday, new me, hashtag motivational Monday, hashtag new me, whatever. And this book, the diet is extremely low carb. It's actually 0 carbs. And first few days, Sally's on this amazing diet that she's found. It's not really amazing, but to her it is at that time. She's lost a few pounds. She's not feeling as bloated as she normally does, and she's feeling on top of the world. Come a few days, the carb cravings are really getting to her, but she's still going through because she's following something called the Super Miracle Magic Bullet Diet. And anything that has a title like that grabs your attention and really makes you think that this is going to answer all your problems, right? Thursday, it kind of hits rock bottom. She's at the canteen, and her friend Imran comes over with a plate of chips, and in her mind she is thinking, how dare you? Who needs enemies when you've got friends like these? And the carb cravings just hit her. She starts going mad. And it's Friday night, and everyone's going out, partying and stuff like that. They're having a pizza party, and Sally's at home because she's on this new Super Miracle Magic Bullet Diet. And she stays strong, but by Sunday it all breaks down. Sally cannot go along anymore with this diet because it's so restrictive, it's just not realistic, it's not maintainable. So what she does is she gets all her takeout menus, lays them down on the table. She picks one up. Domino's have got a latest offer, buy one get 3 free, and she's thinking to herself, I need carbs again in my life. I need some motivation again. I need to be able to live. So she rings Domino's, and she pretends that she has a family and friends over, whereas it's just herself. And we've all been there. We've all ordered and say, yeah, well, my friend wants this, my friend wants that. Yeah, why don't you put extra toppings on that? We've all been there, guys. And she enters that place that can only be described as, probably I refer to as, a carb coma. That amazing feeling of eating so much carbs that you hardly are able to move, and you're passed out on the sofa and you are totally out of it. And Sally hates herself for doing what she did. She has a lot of guilt and association regarding that, because she goes online and she looks at the Instagram people are posting, and she sees that in 2 weeks that people have lost their bellies and stuff like that, and she thinks to herself, well, it's not me, it's not the diet, it's me. That's the reason why I've not been able to succeed. It's my fault, because look at how many people are having success with that. And then all of a sudden something else grabs her attention, and it is another book called The Real Super Miracle Magic Bullet Diet. So Sally thinks to herself, if something's got the real in front of it, it has to be the real deal, right? So she goes on that, and that is no fats. So on this diet you can't have any fats, and again it's not maintainable and it's very restrictive, and she loses hope. So this is not, a lot of that story is a lot of what I've been through in my life. I've always been trying to search for that magic bullet. So when I'm looking at trying to in the past, I've never really stuck at something long enough to see results, and it's called shiny object syndrome. And that is that you embark on something, and after a while you lose interest and you get bored, and then you jump on something else, and you kind of get distracted by shiny things all the time. And I think one of the greatest advices that I've ever come across is by a fellow YouTuber. He's very famous, Elliot Hulse. I'll link his channel down in the description. But it's one of his old videos, and what his old videos said is that when you're embarking on something, ignore everything else and just concentrate on what you're doing and see if it works. If it doesn't work, if you give it long enough and it doesn't work, then discard it and move on to the next thing. I mean, I'm quite fortunate because I've met a lot of people during my journey, people such as Richie Howie and Jamie Alderton, who have really made me rethink about the whole concept of dieting. I'm more into calories and macros now, so I can eat whatever I want, and as long as I'm below my calories and hitting a deficit, I'm losing weight. I will be doing an in-depth video coming up soon. I will be interviewing Richie himself. Hopefully that would be able to get a little bit of an expert to explain this. But what I'm doing right now is not restrictive, it's maintainable, and it's just eating right, being a little bit more active, staying hydrated, and getting my sleep on track. And so far it's working, guys. So I just wanted to kind of share this kind of story with you guys. I hope you found it funny, I hope you found it relatable, but it's something that I've struggled with all my life, just chasing that magic bullet, chasing that magic pill that I'm going to think is going to solve all my problems, and the truth is it doesn't exist. The only thing that is going to get you results is your determination, hard work and consistency, and making sure that it's something that you can stick with, and whatever you're doing is something that you can do for the rest of your life. I think that's the most important thing. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this. It's a really interesting subject, shiny object syndrome. It's something that I've struggled with all my life, but really recently I've really just been on this new journey whereby I've just I don't really feel as if I need to buy that latest fad or latest book that's going to help me get an answer, because I think, as cheesy as it sounds, the answer is within you and you just got to find it. So I hope you have enjoyed that video. If you don't mind to like, subscribe and comment. I'm totally new to this, so I'm not even sure if any of that made sense, but I really enjoy making these videos for you guys, and for you to join me on my journey. Thank you once again for watching. Bye.